Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't really been posting as I usually do. I've gotten really busy with my internship and my job this semester, and then just classes are killing me. But I was debating if I even wanted to post this video or not, like creating and stuff. So I recently went to a rodeo and my friend asked me to go because he's performing in it. And it took place at the Civic Center in Salisbury, Maryland. And I'm just gonna roll the clips and then just explain between it, like the different events and stuff. Just a quick background: I love rodeos. I've gone to them since I was a kid. As y'all know, I was born in Texas. I lived in Texas for the longest state I've ever lived in. And we just had small town rodeos, and then we'd go to some of the big rodeos, and my favorite events are barrel racing and bull riding. So I'm going to show the clips and just explain this interesting night. The first thing that they had, that was after we entered the building, was the opening ceremony, which they were promoting the military. I am a military brat, so I enjoy the opening, and they had all the horses and riders come out, each one carrying a state flag of who was representing. And of course, typical Sam zoomed in on the Texas flag because I am a Del Tex kid. I just made that up. I claim Delaware, Texas as my home, so of course I had to take a photo of the Texas flag. And then the rodeo continued into the first event.
No, he's over there. You don't know how to ride a horse. You don't ride a horse. That was just
So the first event was individual cattle wrestling, where you have a person who guides the cattle and the guy, I guess, and then they try to jump off the horse and just wrestle the cattle to the ground, and then if they get it down, they count like a certain amount of time, and then booyah, that's how you get scored and stuff.
Help him a little bit. Come on. He's staying right with it. He's staying right with it.
Riding, if y'all do not know what that is, that's when people, it's kind of like bull riding, but you're on horses, and when the horses buck, you try to stay on. It is more work on your back because you're just going like woo woo woo. And my friend actually did that the night before, but I didn't know about that. I thought it was in a whole different location, or I would have gone to that. But it's just basically the same thing as bull riding, just riding on bucking horses.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, hey, go, set, get away. Oh, we're all here tonight for Lone Star. We ain't nobody knows. Start it up. Yes! Hey, let's do it! Let's do it! Oh! Hey! Go! Set! Get away! Oh!
The next event that I did capture was a little bit of the team roping. Now, this rodeo wasn't as good as most rodeos I've been to. So these people, they go in teams, pairs, and one tries roping in the front legs, one tries roping the back legs, and they make it to where they get it the fastest and to where the cow can't move. And it wasn't really that interesting because, like I said, this rodeo wasn't as good as normal ones I've been to. But that was the team roping event with the small cattle.
anyway,
The next act was a cowgirl that was just showing off some old style stuff that people did, like using the whips and shooting balloons from a short distance. It wasn't really that interesting to me because I've seen way more interesting stuff. Like, I've seen better trick riders and acts, so I'm sorry if you're watching this video. I did enjoy some of your stuff, but this was a lady just doing like old style stuff and bringing in a little bit of the old traditions of a cowgirl.
Carrying the famous 45 caliber city lights. Carrying the famous 45 caliber city lights. Florida. And back in the early ways, when this country was first founded, the Mexican charros, the native land in Florida used to crack their whips and gather up their bull herds from coast to coast. The skill.
Then we had individual cattle roping where the cowboy had to get off after putting a lasso over the cattle and tying it onto the saddle, and then they run over and try tying the legs, and then if the calf can't move for like a certain amount of time, then they get points for that, and that's just that little event, and seeing how fast they can wrap its legs and stuff. So of course, what's a rodeo without its intermission games and stuff? So of course there was a rodeo clown, and I do not do clowns whatsoever, terrified of them. But rodeo clowns, as long as they're not near me, we're cool. They're very funny. So the intermission is mostly the acts that the clown comes up with. They had like this monkey one. I didn't get all the acts, so I was too busy laughing and trying to just be in the moment. But there's this one where they got volunteers from the crowd and they were riding their horses, which was those bouncy balls, and it was like a horse cover on it, so it acted like they're like bouncing around. They had to go around the barrel and stuff. It was just really funny. So I got a few clips of that, and yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed those clips. They were just cracking me up every time I watched them. Like, that clown's just perfection. He had some great skits.
Here we go!
So the next event, I may be overhyping, but it was the barrel racing, as y'all have just seen. So what you do is the riders come out of the stalls at full speed, and they have to try to get around the barrels for a certain amount of time. So they hit the right barrel, then the left barrel, then the middle barrel will come straight back down. By the time they get to the ending point, that's their time. And it's actually really hard to do, and the barrels are all the same distance in any arena you're going in. So it's about speed, balance, and connection with your horse and your rider. And I just love this one because, like, I think it's just crazy how fast they go and how they don't fall off on the steep turns and stuff. So I just love barrel racing. So the The bull riding is self-explanatory. These guys are risking their lives going on the bulls, and they're coming from all over the place, from Tennessee, from Delaware, from Maryland, from everywhere. All these people are coming together, and it's like a whole community is the rodeo. And of course, the bull riding is like always the last event, the biggest event. It is self-explanatory, and anything can happen. But my friend is a bull rider.
Here we go.
Come on. Oh my God, Mason.
This video, I just want to make it not too short but not too long, and just explain the different events, because I know people who like rodeos but they don't know everything that really goes on. But so this was a rodeo I recently went to, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all for the next video.